Rodgers to the Jets. What? Crazy. 60 mil for 1 year. Happens low. Currently sitting in traffic down in DC. Happens low. Yummy. Does this thing still work? I think it does. Okay, let's try. All right, y'all. We back in the lab. We back in the studio. This is the Captain's Law Podcast. I'm your host, Rob. This is your home. This is your one-stop shop for your sports, current events, and DMV community news. Let's just get that established. Sports, current events, DMV community news. I think it's important that y'all know that for y'all listening and watching. Never really specified that. So I found that shit. And let me specify it. So what we're going to cover tonight, it's going to be short. It's going to be simple. We're going to talk about the return, which is me being out for about 3 weeks. And we're going to talk just a tad bit of sports. More so the return, though. I think it's important you guys know what's been going on in my absence. First and foremost, man, if you're not following, if you're new here, make sure you follow, subscribe, share, leave a comment, leave a review. All input is good input as far as I'm concerned. Let's get into it. First of all, I'd like to thank you guys for allowing me to take a little break, man. I need to take a break, man. Definitely. Over 100, 130 some odd episodes, man. I've taken breaks before for injury and things of that nature, but this is more of a mental health break. And I think it's cool that I can be transparent with y'all. First of all, let's just start from the beginning. Who am I? My name is Robert Marbury. 37.5 years old, birthday coming up in July. You know what I'm saying? Where's my thing? I still know where the buttons are. You know what I'm saying? From Maryland, born in D.C., raised in Montgomery County. Shout to Moco, Burtonsville to be exact. I am married, you know what I'm saying? Husband, father of 2, and I got a dog, so you might as well say father of 3. Shout out to the family. My dog's actually got a birthday tomorrow. My wife's got a birthday next week. Shout out to them. I'm doing excessive applause. I got to catch up from when I couldn't do my applause, man. I work a full-time job, and I podcast on the side. I love to podcast, whether it's in front of the cameras or behind the scenes production. I'm thinking about editing for hire. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. But where have I been? I've been here. I was at a point, man, where this shit was getting really hard. I think I was putting some unrealistic expectations on myself for just really wanting to put out a quality product. And I was spending a lot of time editing. I was spending a lot of time just really trying to put out this product instead of just having fun. And I said, man, I got to take a break, man. So for the first week, I didn't do nothing. The second week, man, I started doing a little bit of research. I was talking to my life coach. Shout out to my life coach. I explained to her what I was dealing with, and she gave some good suggestions. She was like, definitely take your break, take your time. Let's start looking into, talk to my life coach. I was just saying, I was having a really hard time scheduling, just managing my time. Instead of just picking a day, scheduling, hey, all right, I'm going to record this day. I'm going to edit right after. I'm going to make clips, and I'm going to be done. Or just planning it out, or planning social media out and everything, things of that nature. I wasn't really doing that. I was just doing it on the fly as I had time, things of that nature. And I was looking crazy out here. I was looking stressed. I was tired, and I was frustrated. And I was putting out a frustrating product. And it just wasn't fun. So after talking to her, she gave me some good advice, man. She gave me some connects. And then I started looking into other softwares or things that'll help me. I started using ChatGPT. I started using this app called Notion to help you with scheduling. I looked into some AI software. I was fooling with this one AI software called video.ai, where you can upload an entire video no matter how long, and you can pick some templates, whether you want to do Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever those aspect ratios are, whether it's 9:16, 4:3, 4:3, or whatever, and it will generate clips for you. I tried that and it did the job, but when it come to want to tweak the edits that they gave you, it wasn't really that user friendly. So I was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Looked into some templates, started dibbling and dabbling on Motion Array. I am using Motion Array now. Just you see these bold new graphics popping up on the page. That's definitely Motion Array. Shout out to them. I currently edit with Final Cut Pro, and I tried to dibble and dabble with Adobe Premiere Pro just simply because they got a lot of plugins, man. They're killing it with the plugins. And they have this one plugin called Autopod, where you've probably seen it online. Shout out to Charles McCain. He sent it to me. I had already peaked game, though. You pretty much, it's a plugin. You add it to Adobe Premiere, and then you put your audio and your clips in, and then you activate it, and it chops it up for you. So how you always see me switching angles like this, switching back and forth, switching, it'll do all of that for you. So when you do it manually, I have to go back and watch this after. And when I feel as though I'm making a good point or I'm getting real deep on y'all or saying something funny, I switch the cameras. So I was doing that on my own. And then they have a platform that it'll do that shit for you. It'll do it in like a minute or something like that. Up to, this guy, he had a 45-minute video, and he did the whole thing in a minute. And I tried it, but I don't really like Adobe Premiere, though. Final Cut, it may be a lot of things, but it's easy to use. It's really easy to use, not complicated. The workflow is the workflow. You just add the shit in there, chop it up, put it out. So I said, all right, I tried that, didn't like it. And plus, you got to pay. We're in an age where I'm glad that as of right now, even though I'm contemplating on being a video editor for hire, it's a lot of shit this AI is going to be putting some people out of the job. I won't get into detail of the specifics, but this AI for a monthly subscription, you know what I'm saying? You can save that money that you paying somebody, that you paying triple to somebody else to do it. So after that, man, I say, let's get back in the bullpen and let's come on back strong. So I feel good today. I feel like I definitely took a break. I also had to realize in my mind that in my head, some people be like, oh, do you do seasons? Seasons are cool, but breaks are definitely necessary. So whether you want to call it season 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, I ain't doing no season. I'm just going to let it roll. But if I need to take a break, I will make an announcement. It'll be in like a pre-roll or a post-roll. Hey, I'm going to be out for about 2 weeks. Feel free to go back and check out some extra shit. And I'll see you when I get back. So I'm glad to be back, man. Glad to be here. I'm glad that you guys are still fooling with me. I see the numbers were still going up. And I think that's important. And the one thing that I will say that I always thought of, and it's a really bad habit, and I said I would stop. I was always being really judgy to other podcasts. Not anybody in specific, but I'm a firm believer that there's so much shit to talk about in the world, even outside of what I talk about, sports, current events, and community news. But I found myself always checking my timeline because, now I try to go to other podcasts, support them, comment, things of that nature, just get my engagement up. But I always seem to run past podcasts that was all talking about the same thing. I won't say what the topics are, but it was all the same. And I was like, damn, bro, are we not more than this? Are we not more than this subject? And hundreds of podcasts, all the same thing. And it's popping because I'm looking at their numbers, and the numbers is up. So I started looking, damn, man, like, I'm over here giving you a little bit of everything outside of that, and these motherfuckers is doing the same shit. And their shit up. As a result, I started looking, man, if you wasn't talking about something besides that, your shit was trash. So I apologize for that, you know what I'm saying? Again, this was nobody directly, but this is just what was flooded on my timeline. So I can't think like that. I can only really concentrate on what the fuck I'm doing and support those who support me, you know what I'm saying? Because there are a few other podcasts out there who support my stuff, who comment, who like it, who share it, you know what I mean? Shout to them. We're going to be doing some collab shit soon, just working out the kinks. But that's definitely something that I said I would stop doing. So I'm back. I'm free and clear. I just want to concentrate on my own stuff, give y'all more content, give y'all more laughs because I like to be funny. And that's it, man. So that's it for the return. Let's move on. So really briefly on the sports. The DC Defenders is 10-1 out here. That's a team in the XFL will represent Washington, D.C. Looks like they might be going to the ship. You know what I'm saying? Crazy that in the first year or 2 years that they really busting ass out here. Now, I ain't watching the whole game, but I see them stats, and I see a couple former players on that joint doing their thing. And I think this shit is cool. I don't know how I feel about everybody being mic'd up and shit, and you giving running back run 100 yards, and then you want to run to him, and what do you think about that play? And he like, just put the team on my back, and damn, let the nigga breathe a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I think it's cool, man. So shout out to the defenders, man. I said I'm going to make it to a game. I heard the tickets is like $5. So they played the Audi Field. Will they win it all? You know what I'm saying? And do y'all think that the XFL is growing in popularity? Do y'all? I think it's cool you bridging that gap, because after NBA playoffs, it's just racing and baseball. And I think like tennis and shit like that. That's all you got for the summer until the fall. So we kind of bridge that little gap a little bit, even though, no, because it's going to be over by the time the NFL playoffs, NBA playoffs is over. So I guess it ain't really, it is what it is. But once in the NBA playoffs, though. I know I ain't posted. I ain't getting no analysis on a lot of NBA playoff basketball, but I have been watching. And you talking about starting tomorrow, starting today, because this is posted on Tuesday, starting today. Golden State versus the Lakers. It's going to be a good series there. They're going to be getting real chippy. It's going to be Draymond going to be doing Draymond shit, falling on people and twisting his arm up. And it's going to be fucking Jordan Poole, the ball going out of bounds, and he going to be acting like he losing his balance and all this other goofy shit. It's going to be Steph doing Steph shit. It's going to be LeBron doing LeBron shit. This series is going to be fucking excellent. And then think about it. Potentially, one of these teams might be playing the Suns, KD and them. Ooh, even though they just lost to the Nuggets game 1. That's okay. That's why the Nuggets are the number 1 seed in the West. I'm excited for that, man. Steph just dropped 50 last night. You know what I'm saying? To win over the very, very talented Sacramento Kings. I want to give a big shout out to them. They did their thing. They're gonna be if they can keep the mob they got now, they're gonna be running it up in the playoffs for at least the next 5 or 6 years. Who knows? But very good basketball. Been a lot of chippy basketball too. Been a lot of shit talking. Been a lot of texts. Been a lot of hard fouls. Been a few ejections. Been some real rivalry basketball going on. Even with New York out here. You know what I'm saying? In the playoffs, the celebs pulling up. Stephen A is goddamn doing backflips right now. That New York is in the second round of the playoffs, man. Yeah, I'm loving the basketball right now, man. I'm loving it. I'm going to be locked in from here on out. Y'all going to be getting them clips, them reactions, all that shit. But at the end of the day, I'm taking Golden State, take the whole thing. Who want to put some money up? Let me know. Let me know in the comments you want to put some bread up. Golden State is going to the house again. I think that's going to be it for them after that. But I don't think the Lakers are going to beat them. Anthony Davis is going to have to put up 50 a night. Who's checking Steph? You know what I'm saying? I'm going with Golden State in 6 for whoever they playing, because Milwaukee is out. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, who saw that coming? I ain't think Milwaukee was going to go out like that. Not to Miami. You know what I'm saying? Miami is really surprising me. Jimmy Buckets doing his thing. The shit looking real crazy right now. But that's playoff basketball. I know a lot of people say they don't watch basketball until they get to the playoffs. I was like, that's a long ass time, man. So I'm taking Golden State for the whole thing. And I'm just going to put a disclaimer out here now. This is for the Washington Wizards. I'm going to put a disclaimer out here now. They got one more season coming this year. If y'all don't goddamn show me the money, I'm going to be a free agent. I'm going to take a season off for the Wizards. I took a season off from the Commanders. I'm back this year. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they didn't do nothing no different from when I was a diehard fan. So I'm back a diehard fan of the Commanders this year. And fucking the Wizards, you on the hot seat. You in the bubble. So the Wizards don't show me something this upcoming season, I'm going to be a free agent. I'm going to have to take my talents to another team who really appreciates how much I'll be out here really screaming for them. It may just be a season. It may be a season off. It might be done, but I know they fired Tommy Shepard, but look, y'all got to win some motherfucking games, bro. Y'all got to win some games. These motherfucking players, you paying all this money, they got to start pulling up. Y'all got to start playing some fucking defense. Y'all are terrible on defense. Y'all play zone all the time. They be picking y'all ass apart. My son's team plays fucking zone better than y'all, and y'all are millionaires. But that's all I got, man. Golden State takes the ship. Let me know what you think. Captain out.